Hi, I'm Avinash. Are you getting enough traffic on your website? Is the content on your site relevant and of high quality? How fast does your website load? Is your website eligible for the upcoming Google's page experience update? If you have all these questions, and if you're wondering if you are going to retain your high Google search engine result page rankings, watch this video and we will help you know how to rank on top Google SERP as per the upcoming page experience update from Google. Before we go further, let us understand what is page experience. Page experience is an upcoming Google update that focuses on how users perceive the experience of interacting with the web page. It has given certain matrices based on which it will decide whether or not a web page should go higher rankings in search engine result page. The update has not been rolled out yet, but Google has pre-announced its guidelines. So you have all the time to be ready for this guideline to get rolled out. So let us take advantage of this and prepare for the upcoming update well in advance. Let us understand the importance of page experience. Okay, so tell me, how do you feel when you enter a URL in Google and it takes 8 to 10 seconds to load completely? By the time it loads completely, you start looking for 3 other websites in the new tabs. Isn't it true? Also, don't you get annoyed when you perform an action on some website? Say you click a button and it leaves you waiting for minutes long without giving any result. Why would somebody visit such a website that does not make its visitor happy? And do you think that Google should rank such websites on the top? That is the purpose behind the page experience update, bringing down the search rankings of websites or pages that fail to offer good user experience. Let us understand it with a real life example, which is not related to website but a real life example in the offline market. Suppose you go to the market to buy a smartphone. You find two shops close to each other, but you notice a lot of difference in both the shops. You see that the left hand shop is built in an old fashioned style with cracked walls, no proper spacing in seating arrangement, outdated products, and untrained staff. But the moment you see the other shop, you get fascinated with its facade and built. As you enter the shop, you also find that it has proper seating arrangements. The shop is stocked with the latest mobiles and customers served very well by the staff. Which shop you will prefer to buy your mobile from? Obviously the second one, because it will give you a good customer experience, and that is why Google has decided to rank websites that users love the most. Let us understand the page matrices. But how will you determine whether or not your website is page experience compliant? Well, Google has already planned everything for you. It has announced a new guideline as the Core Web Vitals. This comprises certain factors which will decide the quality of user experience your website offers. So let us now know what is Core Web Vitals and how it can help your website. According to Google, Web Vitals comprise real-world user matrices that measure the user experience for a particular page. The first metric it covers is LCP, or largest contentful paint. LCP measures the perceived page load speed. Having a web page that loads faster is a way of crafting a great page experience. LCP marks the point when the largest content element or biggest file above the fold has completely loaded on user's device. It should load in less than 2.5 seconds. To get there, site owners should ensure: number 1, all the background scripts are running efficiently. Number 2, they are using high quality images that are compressed to load quickly. And number 3, careful usage of plugins so that they don't hinder the load time. So that was the first matrix. The second matrix is first input delay, or FID. FID is a metric to measure page responsiveness. It measures the time from when a user interacts with a page by performing any action like clicking a button to the time when the page responds back to it. To fall under offering a good user experience, the FID of a page should be less than 100 millisecond. And the third one is cumulative layout shift. The CLS measures the visual stability of a page and determine how stable the page's layout is. Many times, when you visit a website, you experience a page shift from top to bottom. The website or the web pages keep dancing up and down. It is annoying, particularly when you are performing some action. And the moment you click, you get redirected to a page that don't intend to serve your requirement because the layout shifts. For good user experience, the website should maintain a CLS of less than 0.1 for each of its pages. A few important things to consider with respect to Core Web Vitals are here. The first one, all the three matrices should be used in combination to achieve a good page experience. This means, let us say, if the LCP of one of your page is good enough, but if you have poor CLS or FID for the same page, it won't add in increasing the overall page experience of your website. Secondly, Google announced the update as a page experience and not a website experience. So chances are that Google will focus on page level basis for this algorithm. But this does not mean that you start taking your website experience for granted. So your page experience has to be good, and your website experience anyway depends a lot on the combination of the page experience. Now you would be thinking about how to determine the web vitals for your website, isn't it? If you are thinking, I'm going to tell you the tools you can use to identify your web vitals. But before that, I have one question for all my viewers. Which are the two updates Google released earlier related to page experience? Don't forget to share your answer with me in the comments below. I would like to understand whether you know it or not. So coming back to our question, how can you determine your website's core web vitals? Well, there are certain tools you can use. Number one, you can use the new Core Web Vital tool, which is the latest addition to Google Search Console. You can get a detailed report for your website there. Number two, in case you don't find any data, test your site on Google Page Experience Sites. That's another tool which all the professional SEO use. This tool will help you measure your site speed. Depending on a number of factors, it will give you your site score. And with the site score, you can do some working on your site and ensure that web vital scores are good. Here are some other tools which you can also use. The third tool which I want to talk about is Lighthouse extension for Chrome and inspect your site for the web vitals. The fourth tool, to measure LCP, CLS and FID on your site pages, Google has created a complete extension. You can use that. You can also use web.dev measure tool to analyze your web pages for Core Web Vitals data. Website owners can also use the APIs of the Chrome User Experience Report to collect the page level analysis of web vitals. All these tools will help you analyze your web page for the web vitals and find areas of improvement. So what's stopping you? Well, unlike the previous algorithms, Google has not released the update without any prior notice. In fact, it has also promised to give us 6 months time to prepare for the upcoming algorithm. So it is like a golden chance for the website owners to work on their website and win higher ranking in SERP. But how can you improve your existing website for page experience? Well, let me help you here. Here are some tricks which I want you to follow. The first trick. The first thing you can do is to improve your website design. You might be using a good layout with great color combination and images on the website. But if your website is not responsive, you can definitely lag behind the competition. Also, work on its usability, typography, and various other aspects of designing. In short, your aim should be to make your website user friendly. But if there is no proper typography, you can use tools like Crazy Egg to look for loopholes in your website to improve. The second trick. As I said earlier, users hate waiting. waiting for your website pages or any image or any fold annoy your users, and they are likely to bounce off. If you have a website that takes longer to load, you are giving your competitors chance to outrank you. Hence, the next measure you do is to improve the page load speed of your website. Your aim should be to achieve the proper page loading speed less than 3 seconds. The third trick, heard of 404 errors? Yes, that annoying moment when you enter a URL in your browser and it gives you a prompt, oops, the requested URL was not found on this server. If you don't want your user to run away from your website, then try reducing such broken links on your website. These are one of the main reasons for bad user experience. To achieve this, redirect your older broken links to the new active links and eliminate the potential risk of 404 errors. Now, those who are thinking that page experience is important than any other ranking factors, I would like to tell them that no, it is not like that. Google in its announcement has clearly stated that relevant page quality content will be preferred over the page experience metrics. This means if your website has fresh, relevant quality content but it lacks in some of the aspects of page experience, Google will still consider a website for top SERP rankings. One thing I would like to tell you here is that Google will eliminate the AMP as a potential factor for top stories with the launch of page experience. As you will know that Google uses the top stories section to display the trending stories related to a particular search phrase. These stories comprise AMP results allowing users to enjoy fast and visually rich page experience. But now, Google will prioritize page experience metrics as an important ranking factor for top stories. This means any page that offers great page experience could be used as a top story. However, this won't change the significance of AMP for Google. Well, that's all for now. Get ready and start preparing for page experience before Google announces its trend setting algorithm next year. I hope the tips I have shared with you will help you improve your website, and if you have any question, don't hesitate. Simply drop me your queries in the comments below and I'm here to answer them. Bye bye.